This video is an example of the academic dishonesty we regularly deal with in Sunni Shia polemics. It's also an example of why you can't trust these people whenever they quote Sunni scholarship. So essentially in this video, Raza from Bayat Al Ghadeer gets asked a question about a specific hadith that's found in Sunni books. And when addressing that question, he openly misquotes and misrepresents the stance of Sunni scholarship towards that hadith. And he presents a bizarre conspiracy theory that's totally baseless. So without further ado, let's just see what he has to say.
In terms of I am the hadith qala Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, I am the city of knowledge and Ali is the gate. Whoever wishes to get to the city has to go through the gate. So this is the hadith that's in both schools. Now this hadith was troublesome. This hadith was troublesome for the Sunni school because this hadith had a lot of dangerous implications. Because the Prophet was restricting how you get to the city. So that's why a lot of their scholars done tanqeed and they criticize that hadith. A lot of their scholars. But a lot of, like I said, even Sunni scholars, a lot of them tend to be, especially from the traditional ones, a lot of them were just as well. So Ibn Jawzi, who's one of the old school scholars, he had a famous book on fabrications where he basically listed all the fabrications that according to him were fabrications. And he mentioned this hadith in that book to say, oh look, this is a fabrication. Funny enough, a lot of the scholars that mention it as a fabrication, they don't really mention the reason why. So technically, normally you use the chain game, right? Ilm al-Rajal, Jar wa Ta'dil. This is the reason it's mawdu meaning fabricated. But they don't give a reason why it's fabricated. They just say the matan, meaning the content is, we don't like the content.
So as you can see, he presents the matter as though Sunni scholarship merely rejects this hadith due to a fear they have of the content in this report. So he quotes Ibn al-Jawzi, so I went back to Ibn al-Jawzi's book. And lo and behold, he does include this report in the book. However, what was shocking is that Ibn al-Jawzi actually, for 7 pages straight, lists all the different chains of transmission of this hadith, all the different isnads. And then at the end, he shows why each one is fabricated or forged. And he comments on each transmitter. But Raza claimed that Sunni scholarship merely rejects this hadith due to its content. Now I'm not going to go to what Ibn Hibban says in Kitab al-Majruhin regarding the isnads of this hadith and the defects that are present in the chain of transmission of this hadith. But I hope this gives you an idea of the type of problem we're dealing with. So you have Raza, who's given a public platform at Husainiyyat al-Rasul al-A'zam. And he's talking in front of a public crowd. And he's talking about a religious matter. And in the process, he's openly lying to the audience. And everyone's buying it because they don't know what's better. I'm going to assume he went through the book and that he understands Arabic and that he was able to comprehend what Ibn al-Jawzi said. But why? Why all lies? It's not the first time Raza did this. In our first BS series, in fact, he was also caught making a similar bizarre claim that was totally baseless. You know, Raza, you need to really stop lying and misquoting Sunni scholarship. And until you stop and retract these lies, we're going to continue to call you out on these lies. I'm sorry, but your humor is not going to save you this time.